what's up out there, YouTube? As you can plainly see, Chrissy's pony is on the trailer getting ready to go to Body Shop Mike's. That's where we're going today, and this is actually going to be a double video because, as you may or may not know, I've got another project I'm doing on a 69 Cougar XR7, and I've got the body work ready to go on this one, ready to go back over to the body shop and drop it off over at Mike's, and the Cougar's ready to come back. So gonna do a little swap here, drop this one off and let her get going on getting all the body work done, getting it all ready for drivetrain installation, electrical, brakes, all that stuff, you know, before I have it painted. So left the doors off of it because he's gonna need to do some body work on them doors, so I just decided, I called him, he said just leave them off and that's good. There's floor pans and all the other metal. There's some Cougar parts in there too. You can see those right there. I sandblasted all those and got them good and clean, took them apart. Those are those hideaway headlights. We're converting that from vacuum to electric, which I'll have a video on that. I'm going to do a detailed video on that because there's not very many of them out there, and I don't know how many guys are wanting to, you know, change that over, but I'm going to do a detailed video on how to do it. If it comes out okay, you know, I've never done it either, so we'll see what happens. But that right there in the green is the Cougar dash, the insert. So Mike's going to paint that up for me. And, you know, just get all the body work done. It'll all be in primer when I get it back, and be ready for the engine and transmission and electrical and all the plumbing and all that stuff to go into it after that. So it'll be gone for a while. I got a lot of work to do on that Cougar to get it ready, and then when I got it running and drivable, then I'll take it back and he'll paint it, and I'll pick this one up and it'll be ready. So it's just a swap back and forth. I got one there and one here. But that's where we're going today, is out to Body Shop Mike's and drop this off. And, you know, almost left my screw gun sitting there. That wouldn't have been good. So off we go to Mike's. Y'all stay tuned. I'll have more in a little while. Alright, well, it's a couple days later. I was gonna take some video of picking this car up and dropping off the Mustang, but there was so much to talk about, and it was about 300 degrees when I got there, and just one thing led to another, and just didn't have time to take a video. So kind of catching y'all up right now. You can see the Cougar's up here on the lift, and I've completely disassembled the front suspension on it, took it all off of there. You can see that everything's painted now, and got some runs up there, but I'm not too happy about it. You can kind of see them right there. I'm not overly thrilled about that. I think that's going to probably have to get redone. But of course he couldn't do like this area behind the spring pocket and all that while I had it. The suspension was all on there, you know. It was a roller. So now I've got to clean all this up and paint it. That's what I'm going to do tonight. But the doors are finished, and the new quarter panels are on the car, all finished up. All they need is a finished sand and whatever else he needs to do to it to get ready for paint. Looks pretty good. And then all the underneath side of the car is finished back here in the back part of the car. New springs, and rear end was stripped and painted. Trunk area is all done for the most part. He's still got to paint the inner quarter panel, but he said he wanted to wait and do that when he painted the car when I take it back to him, so no big deal. Now the rear end, it's all painted, but I'm getting ready to take this third member out because it's an open rear end with about a 220 something gear in it. And I'm going to get a 3 1/4 9-inch posi. That's a 9-inch rear end. I'm going to put a posi unit in it with about a 325 gear to go along with that 420 horse engine, and that should do a nice job. So just taking a quick video here. You can see all this work is already done. Set passenger side, that door, it's all done. And new quarter panel on the car. Looks pretty good. Did a nice job on it, I think. Still some work to be done, of course, when he gets it back, but I gotta do my thing on it now, and then it'll be ready to go. So that's just a quick video on the Cougar after I got it back. I had to clean it up. It was full of dust. Took it down to the car wash and washed it all up, and then I brought it home and took it apart. The suspension pieces sitting right there. Some of them. I got to sandblast them. And then get them ready for paint. And then this is the steering box, which is going to be replaced. That's the stock box there. But of course that's getting replaced with a Borgenson unit to get rid of all that mess. Make it more user friendly. The only thing I need from this is this nut off the bottom of this steering box. The rest of that, it's garbage, so don't have to worry about cleaning any of that up. But I do have to clean some of this stuff up, paint it, and get it ready to go back on there. So just trying to get her done. Big stuff's out there, Novik's out there. So, making progress. I got the Cougar back, and gonna make some good progress on this thing over the course of the next couple of months while the Mustang's away. I'm gonna put both these. I'm gonna put this video on both the Cougar page and the Mustang page for one video, and then make some good progress on this thing over the next couple of months, and then take it back and he can paint it, and I can do the same thing to the Mustang. So we're rolling along over here at Hot Rod City, man. Trying to get some work done, trying to make some progress. Summertime is slipping away. Here's all the new front end components going on the car. So all new everything, including a drag link. And then I got all the tie rod ends and bushings and, you know, spring cushions and sway bar bushings. Just everything, you know. Torque arm bushings, strut rod bushings. I call it a torque arm. So, and then this is all the bolts and everything that came out that I'll have to sandblast some of those, the ones I'm going to use. The other ones I'll just pitch. I throw them in my nut and bolt drawer over there, so. I'll have another video coming up when I make some progress. Got to do a little cleaning and a little painting under here, and we'll see you next time. Long way to go. Thanks for watching. Okay, back out here on the Cougar project. Some things to talk about. I know this video is kind of mishmash from when I went and got it to this video, but man, time moves by so fast, you know, you just don't have time for everything. So doing the best I can here. But anyway, got some work done on this Cougar here. Got a lot going on. Right now I got the rear end out of it because we're swapping it out. That had a 230 something gear in it, and it was an open rear end, so that's not going to get the job done. Here it is over here. Well, I'll tell you what, you want you want to talk about a battle. Getting that yoke off right there was a major freaking battle. That thing was on there, I mean, like it was welded to it. But BFH does wonders. Anyway, that's the old rear end there. And then this one here is the new one. That's a 3 1/4 geared posi unit that's going in there. And I've got to battle that thing off of there to put that one on there. So that'll be a good fight. And the axles look good. No problem with the axles. They can go right back in there after I clean them up, maybe put new bearings on them. The axle tubes look good. So the rear end's good. We just got to put the new third member in there and we'll be in business. I'm going to clean all that out real good and get that nice and clean, put some fresh oil in there. Synthetic oil, and shouldn't have any more problems with the rear end. So that'll be a 325 posi unit in the rear to go along with that 415 horse 351 Windsor and FMX transmission. In a minute I'll drop this thing down and show you what I did up here. From here forward, like this is the torque box in here and stuff. That was all replaced. Looks pretty good. But from here forward, I redid everything. I had a guy come out and hydroblast it like they did the Mustang. And you know what, I'm not going to drop this down. We can see it good enough here. But I had all this blasted because the work just wasn't good enough. So I stripped the entire front end, cleaned it all up, metal prepped it, and then used POR 15 on it. And I think it came out much, much better. I like it a lot better. I'm happy with it because, you know, there's no rust on that thing whatsoever. Not anymore anyway. There was. But what the deal was is I started wire wheeling this area after I took the suspension off of it and noticed that there was a lot of rust in there still. So I said, nah, I just can't put it together like that. So I had it hydroblasted and redid it myself. And I think it's a lot better. I don't have to worry about rust. Jeez Louise, I can't talk. But I don't have to worry about any rust issues there. I don't have to worry about the owner coming back and saying, you know, it's rust all over this thing, man. Well, there's not. Made sure of it. I didn't do that from here back because this is all finished already. So I didn't see any reason to do that. And I didn't really see anything that made me worry about, because the floor is all new on both sides, you know, it's all new. So the floor's been replaced, it's solid as a rock. It's all been painted and everything, so didn't see any reason to have all this hydroblast. I've got some residual stuff left over from the blast I'm gonna have to clean up, but you're gonna have that, ain't you? So that's where I'm at on the Cougar project. This will be the last piece of this extended video, so I can get it all in one video and be done with it. The body work, I think, came out pretty good. I think I mentioned that on the last video. Showed you the floor and everything. And here's all the suspension pieces getting ready to go back in there. I had to sandblast all that and primer it and paint it. All we got left to do is put some clear coat on it, and that'll be ready to be installed. So we're definitely getting ready to put this thing back together, start reassembling it, and getting it ready to go. This piece here, is for the hideaway headlights on a '69 Cougar. We are converting that from vacuum to electric. In fact, I've got a kit over there somewhere. One of those boxes is a kit from West Coast Cougars to do just that. So that'll be interesting to put that together. I think I'm going to do a separate video on that, so in case, because there's not very many of them out there for guys who want to do this. So it'll be a lot of trial and error, but I think I'm going to do a separate video on the hideaway headlights for a '69 Cougar XR7, converting them from vacuum to electric. So we'll see how that goes. But that's where we're at. And as I said, this will be the last segment of this video, and we'll move on from here. But I just wanted to bring it up to date. That way I can make one single video and be done with it. It's my brother's Le Mans. Getting ready to put that together. But that's it for the Cougar right now. And stay tuned for further updates. And thanks for watching.